The sun hung low over the golden fields of Miller County, casting long shadows across the gravel roads that twisted through farmland like veins. Ethan Walker had just finished a long day tending to his crops. Dust clung to his jeans, sweat soaked. The back of his shirt and his calloused hands ached from labor. Times were hard. The drought hadn't been kind, and the bank was calling more often than it used to. As he steered his old pickup truck down the winding road home, something caught his eye. A sleek silver sedan, hood popped open, parked awkwardly on the roadside. Not the kind of vehicle you'd expect this far from the nearest highway. He slowed. Window rolled down. "You all right there?" he called out. The woman turned, shielding her eyes from the sun. She looked wildly out of place. City clothes, spotless white sneakers, and an air of frustration. "It just died on me. I don't know what happened, and of course no signal." Ethan parked his truck behind her car and stepped out. "Mind if I take a look?" She hesitated but nodded. "Please. I'm Ava." "Ethan," he said, already popping the hood and reaching for his toolbox in the truck bed. "This place isn't too friendly for cars like this. Roads eat 'em alive." She half smiled. "I figured that out too late." In 10 minutes, he had the issue diagnosed. The battery was overheating and the connection had come loose. A minor fix. He tightened it, let it cool, and jump-started it from his truck. The engine hummed back to life. "Thank you," Ava said, visibly relieved. "Honestly, I was about 5 minutes away from crying." "No need for that," Ethan said with a gentle grin. "You're lucky I passed by, not much traffic out here." She looked around at the endless fields and dirt. "Where exactly is here?" "About 6 miles from Pine Hollow. Small town, smaller map dot. I can give you a ride if the car acts up again." As fate would have it, the car sputtered again after less than a mile. Ethan chuckled lightly. Told, she wasn't made for country roads. Embarrassed but grateful, Ava climbed into his dusty pickup, her designer bag awkwardly resting on her lap. The truck smelled of soil, leather, and a life spent outdoors. She found it oddly comforting. "Visiting someone?" Ethan asked. "No. Just needed to get away for a bit. Fresh air, peace." "You know?" He nodded. He understood needing space. By the time they reached Pine Hollow, night had crept in. The town was quiet, with a diner, a church, and a small inn. Ethan dropped her off with a short wave. "If you need anything, I'm usually the guy people call around here." Ava had only planned to stay one night, just until the car was fixed. But somehow, one night turned into 2, then a week. Pine Hollow had a strange pull. Slower mornings, kinder people, quieter thoughts. And then, of course, there was Ethan. She found excuses to see him. Breakfast at the diner where he always sat with his coffee. Walks near the sunflower fields. Helping unload crates at the farmer's market. He never asked too many questions, and she never gave too many answers. But the walls between them started to come down. He showed her how to hold a shovel without hurting her wrists. She taught him how to make espresso from a French press. They laughed more than either expected. Some evenings, they just sat on his porch, watching stars blink into the velvet sky. But Ava's heart grew heavier with each passing day. She wasn't just a visitor. She wasn't just looking for peace. She was Richard Morgan's daughter. The same man sending corporate suits to pressure farmers like Ethan to sell out. And worse, she had helped pitch the original development plan. Her father didn't know she was here. No one did. At first, she came to scout the town herself. But when her car broke down, everything changed. She couldn't keep lying. Not to Ethan. Not anymore. One night, as the harvest moon lit the golden fields, she met him at the old barn. He had just finished stacking crates of apples, his shirt damp from sweat and work. "I need to tell you something," she said, voice low. He looked at her, sensing the weight behind the words. "My last name isn't just Ava. It's Morgan. Richard Morgan is my father, the developer." She took a breath. I helped draft the land proposal. I didn't know you back then. But now... Silence stretched long between them. Ethan's face hardened, not with anger, but hurt. So, all this time, what was this? Research? A distraction? No, she said quickly. It wasn't planned. I swear, Ethan. When I met you, when I saw this place, I changed. I tried to convince my father to back off. He wouldn't listen. He stepped back, arms crossed. You should have told me sooner. I was scared, she admitted, of losing you, of ruining this. He didn't say anything, just walked away. The next day, Ava stayed in town, not to hide, but to make things right. She showed up at a town hall meeting, stood before the community, and publicly announced her withdrawal from the project. She apologized, earnestly, sincerely. She even told her father she was done working for him. Days passed. Ethan kept his distance. Then, one early morning, he saw her by the orchard, sitting on the fence in jeans and boots, coffee in hand. She smiled as he approached. Still mad? He looked at her, then past her, at the fields they both loved. Still cautious. But not gone, she said. He handed her a second cup. You better learn to drive a tractor. And under that wide country sky, something real took root. Would you like a cinematic trailer script, episode breakdown, or promotional caption next? Ava watched him drive away, a dust trail in his wake. She had come here to escape city chaos, but she hadn't expected to meet someone like him. What she also hadn't told him, her father was Richard Morgan, the billionaire trying to buy out every inch of land around this town, including Ethan's farm.